Till now we have seen the Christian conspiracies, but now we'll probe a little deeper into the missionary activities.
An SC guy who got converted to Christianity 4 years back has urinated on Mata's idol, a second attempt made on the idol of Mata's.
The real damage that these evangelists have done to the culture of this land. The temple land, the Hindu community land, the Hindu Smashan Bhumi, and the private land. We are with a person who is closely investigating these illegal missionary activities. He is Mr. Ashish, the in charge of Bajrang Dal, Secunderabad. Namaskaram, Mr. Ashish.
Jai Shri Ram. I have categorized in two different parts.
Yeah.
One is the land which is in the city, the other is the one which is in the outskirt. What happened?
It's looking funny for me. The illegal activity is so much that you're actually dividing into parts.
No, again it got subdivided in 4 parts.
Oh my god. Okay.
And the 4 parts are, one is the temple land,
Yeah.
one is the Hindu community land, the third one is the Hindu Shamshan Bhumi land, and the fourth is a private land.
Smashana Bhumi is little weird here. Where do we, they're grabbing the lands where we bury people.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start from temple land first.
Sure.
In the month of December 2017, we got a case. The case was of a temple land
Okay.
situated in Gatkesar, which belonged to Lord Venkateshwara Swami. The survey number follows 5/1, 5/2, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the books of the record of MRO, it clearly mentioned that the land belonged to the temple. But an illegal missionary started the activity,
Okay.
started the construction of the church. We went to the village. We requested that guy not to start the church as the land belongs to the temple. But he was very adamant. He was saying, no, I will start the construction of the church here.
Okay.
You do whatever you feel like doing. So the local Karyakartas there approached me, and I took the matter to the endowment department. I questioned endowment department.
Yeah.
This particular survey number clearly mentions that the land belongs to Sri Venkateshwara Swami temple. Then how a church is coming up on that land? If it has to benefit, it has to benefit the Hindu society.
Yes.
So on 12th December 2017, Vishwa Hindu Parishad Bajrang Dal gave a written complaint to the endowment department Hyderabad with the proofs stating that these survey numbers belongs to Lord Venkateshwara Swami temple. How a construction of a church has begun on this land. On 15th of December 2017, the endowment acted immediately. They sent letter to Gram Panchayat, MRO and the station police stating that to protect this temple land which is under the control of Telangana government. On 22nd of December 2017, a court order came stating that the no construction should be permitted on the said land which is situated on that particular survey number.
Okay.
We thought the matter is done. We got the court orders and the endowment letter was forwarded to all the departments.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the month of July 2020, a second attempt was made.
Okay.
Right after the corona, where the government declared that there will be only night curfew, you need to maintain social distance, and you can travel and all. These illegal missionary people again started the construction. We again took the matter to the endowment department.
Okay.
This was not an easy cakewalk for us.
Yeah.
On 18/7/2020, under the pressure from Vishwa Hindu Parishad Bajrang Dal, the endowment lodged an FIR on the illegal missionary people.
See, this is what I don't understand. Why it has to be a pressure on the government organization, a volunteer organization is coming and doing it. Why the government is not showing interest?
Political pressure, vote bank politics. When the court order clearly states that the no construction should be taken place on that site,
Yeah.
then how a second attempt was made?
It's a disgrace that you're going for a second attempt, but later what happened?
The FIR was lodged,
Okay.
the investigation took place. They are still probing, and again on 24th December 2020, third attempt was made.
Oh my god.
And when the third attempt was made, we took it to the Twitter, stating that when the court order, first court order, Vishwa Hindu Parishad Bajrang Dal complaint in the year 2017, followed by an FIR again trying to grab the land in the month of July 2020, and the third attempt again.
See, they want to expand every nook and corner of the Dalit areas. I heard that they are going for all the Dalits. But why they are grabbing the temple lands?
If you see the mode of operation, in the month of June 2020, an SC guy who got converted to Christianity 4 years back has urinated on Mata's idol, which an FIR was lodged and the case is being under investigation. This was a second attempt made on the idol of Mata's.
See, what will happen to the sentiments of the Hindus and what will happen to the sentiments of Christians when somebody does this on same thing on Jesus?
The thing is that what a person need to understand is that conversion is one part,
Yeah.
but instigating on another religion, this is something which has to be probed.
Yeah.
When a person is getting converted, and he's attacking the idols of the Hindu religion,
Yeah.
that is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And from where these people are getting the funding, and why are they grabbing the temple land? The question mark is that why have they keep on making the attempt to grab a land which clearly states that it belongs to Lord Venkateshwara Swami?
Yeah. So this is ridiculous. Urinating on the idol is, what does it mean? I mean, what the department is doing? Did we catch that guy?
The guy was caught.
Okay.
He was sent to the remand, 14 days judicial custody. It doesn't stop here.
Yeah.
Now, how come a repeated attempt is made by the illegal missionary people?
Yeah.
What is there in that piece of land that they want to grab it? They want to construct a church.
Yes.
That is a question mark.
See, when there are these many empty lands that are available, why they are going for a temple land? This clearly shows they want to destroy the culture.
The thing is that on a temple land, when an illegal missionary people is trying to occupy and construct a prayer house there,
Yeah.
It kinds of boosts their morale. It's a vote bank politics.
True.
He will go to that town or village, he will try to grab the temple land with the nexus of the politician,
Yeah.
and the local politician will help them because the land has to be protected by the MRO and by the RDO and the collector.
True.
The police department has a very minimum role to play in it.
True.
Because the police department doesn't know which is a temple land, which is a private land, which is a farmland.
Yeah. So they just follow the orders.
They just follow the orders. Our question is the same thing. When the first attempt was made, second attempt was made, third attempt was made,
Yeah.
where was the MRO?
True. Yeah.
Where was the joint collector? Where was the Gram Panchayat people?
Yeah. So do you really think they are not aware of it?
They are aware of it.
But still they are not doing it. So that translates to like they are corrupted.
I would say political pressure.
Yeah.
The thing is that what a politician doesn't understand is that he will always look for a vote bank politics.
True.
But an illegal missionary, for him, the vote is the number of conversion he does. The more he converts people, that is his vote bank.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
At the end of the day, we'll be losing the temple.
We'll be losing the temple land.
Yeah.
This is not just one case. It's happening in and around the city.
Yeah. A place which is there for thousands of years is just going for a trick because of the political agenda. Okay. So of all the assembly members, I see only one person or very few people fighting for the cause. Raghuram Krishnam Raju, you might have heard.
The sitting MP of YSRCP.
Yeah.
What Mr. MP Garu told was right. The present population on the books is somewhere around 2 to 3% of Andhra Christian population. But off the record, it is somewhere around 20 to 25%. The same thing is going to happen to Telangana. The Bangaru Telangana has to be saved from these illegal missionary people. Their target is 20 to 25%. And after the general election, the coming assembly election, they are going to play a very major role. Which candidate has to win and which candidate has to be lost.
Yeah.
It's all political.
So Telangana, be careful.
Telangana, Bangaru Telangana, be careful.
Yeah.
Illegal missionary people are coming for you.
String is available in Hindi, Kannada and Telugu as well. Please subscribe to your favorite regional channel, like and share the video. Please support us through Patreon and one-time payment options. See you again in the next video of String Reveals.